All right, hello YouTube. So I am going to do I'm going to take coronavirus questions from a few selected people, and I'm going to answer them here live on YouTube. I'm just going to get on the FaceTime call and there's 3 people on this, and these are some of my friends, and one's my cousin, and some of their names won't be announced, but here we go. Coronavirus questions. Hello?
Hello.
You are on YouTube right now. I am adding my cousin to the FaceTime call. She has some questions too.
Okay. Will the
Wait. No questions. Take this seriously. All right.
Happy Easter, everyone. Oh, yeah, Happy Easter.
Oh yeah, happy Easter to you all. All right. I'm adding.
Welcome to my Christian Minecraft server.
All right. All right. I'm adding her to the FaceTime call. This is my cousin. She should be on shortly. When she picks up, that would be good.
Wait, what's the question?
No, you guys ask me questions about this virus, all right?
All right. Wait, when can we go?
You could start now. I'm going to start with JJ.
Okay. So, about, you know how, it doubles up every day about how many people get infected with the virus?
Yes.
When do you think the doubling up will stop?
So, as Dr. Fauci, I believe that's how you say his name, he's one of the... Fauci. Fauci. All right. Yeah, so the question was, so in case they didn't hear it, is that, it's basically about when will the doubling up of the numbers stop. And I believe, because this is a very unpredictable virus, since the peak is coming, I watched it today, the numbers start to slow, which is good, but you don't know, honestly, because it's unpredictable. But
Are we talking about hockey?
No. No. All right.
This is hockey. It's a New Jersey hockey squad. I want to talk about hockey.
No. Okay.
Nick, what happens when you go Halloween?
No. I'm so sorry about that. All right. All right. Let me answer the question. So the answer is, I can't tell, but today, if you looked at New York State Governor Cuomo's address, the numbers started to slow of hospitalizations, but the number in infectivity kept going up, and hospitalizations are what you have to worry about, and if you're on a ventilator, that means you're most likely not going to come off of the ventilator, so that is, and which means you're going to end up dying, which is a sad thing, and so the number of hospitalizations are slowing by a large margin, which is a good thing. I cannot tell you when the doubling up will stop, but I noticed that we're hitting a peak right now, but I hope that's how it ends. So there's no exact date, but it seems that it's starting to slow. All right, Ryan, do you have a question?
I have one more.
Yeah, I'll get back to you. Ryan?
I don't have any questions. I just came here because he did.
Okay. I guess JJ again, I guess.
Is there a cure for this coronavirus?
The novel coronavirus, well, now it's actually COVID-19 because there's different types of coronavirus. COVID-19 does not have a cure, yet it does have treatment. Like it's a drug for malaria, but House Democrats want to stop that from coming, and they don't want people to take this drug, and they don't want doctors to give out this drug, which is a horrible thing, and it's sad because it's actually working. It's a treatment that's working for a lot of people, and it's making people feel better, but the Democrats refuse to allow doctors to give it to patients of COVID-19, and that's another reason why we have so many cases of coronavirus and so many hospitalizations. Only if this malaria drug and something else was being given to the patients, the virus would probably start slowing. But we live in a messed up, crooked country of of politics, honestly, and that's gonna mess up this whole malaria drug, and that is the only way you can help it. But if a child catches if a child catches coronavirus, a child cannot take the malaria drug, which is.
Is it possible for a child to get coronavirus?
Yes, it is possible. And
I have a question.
yes,
What about animals?
animals can. There was a tiger that actually died of it in a zoo. Okay, now Ryan. Now Ryan.
How do you know all this?
Okay, I kind of watch the news a lot. A lot. I watch both Fox News, CNN sometimes, which is wacky, but I watch a lot of I watch News 12. I watch plenty of different networks for me to get.
What's the most wacky news channel according to you?
CNN and MSNBC because they apparently think that the president doing his job by addressing the nation is apparently a quote unquote rally. I don't know how that happened, but you know,
I don't even know what that means.
a rally means yeah.
Do you think Donald Trump's gonna get coronavirus?
No, I do not believe so, because even if he gets it, he will be treated with the best, and I mean the best, treatment in the world. In the world. Because United States, if the president gets sick, the president will have the best treatment in existence in the world. All right, Sophia, do you have any questions?
Yeah. What are the different types of coronavirus or COVID-19?
There's different types of coronavirus. But there's no different types of COVID-19. COVID-19, like the SARS virus, I believe, is a type of coronavirus, and that's all I really could say, because I would have to look into it more. But there was a lot of different types of coronavirus in the past. But something I'm going to answer, no one asked this, about the origin of the coronavirus. The origin of the coronavirus came from Wuhan.
It's a rumor that someone ate a bat. I don't think that's true, though.
It isn't. Okay, so you're asking, is it true that it came from bats? And I can answer that.
I
No.
don't think it did.
I am pretty sure it did not come from bats, because research has found that they say it came from the Wuhan seafood market. And the Wuhan seafood market, nowhere in the Wuhan seafood market or around it has bats for sale to eat. And
So you're saying that some meat selling place, market, whatever.
that's where it allegedly came from. But they said it was originated as pneumonia. They thought it was a bunch of pneumonia cases, and for some reason, when they heard that, only 20 people got it. And did you know that 12 of the first people that got it, had no connection to the Wuhan seafood market, which makes no sense at all, and they had no connection to eating bats. And immediately, before CDC tested it, China immediately wiped down the place, almost like they were wiping away a crime scene. And then also, there is a building where they were holding the people, and it mysteriously collapsed. Mysteriously just collapsed. And they never said anything about that, never did anything about that. And then there's a lab in China, and they refused to let anyone go in that lab. It's a college lab. They refuse to let any Americans go in that lab from the CDC, which is very, very odd. So I believe the origin is Wuhan, China, but I don't know how natural of a virus this is, because all that this virus did is benefit the Chinese government, because the Chinese government they act like they're all nice. They act like they're not a communist country. China is a complete communist country, and they don't care about their people. Yes? Question?
You said that Fortnite gamers will not catch corona? Epic gamers.
No, that's not happening. And that's not true. That's just a funny joke. But they say that people with diabetes are more likely to die with the coronavirus. People that have asthma are more likely to die from the coronavirus. Someone with a living existence of a compromised immune system is more susceptible to die of coronavirus. And I just want to make it clear that there are plenty of other viruses that have a higher death fatality rate than the coronavirus. The coronavirus has it's getting worse, the death rate of the coronavirus. But I can tell you.
I was just gonna ask Nick, what's the death rate compared to the recovery rate?
Oh, okay, the recovery rate. Hang on.
Nick, real quick.
Yeah.
How many deaths are there in China?
I will tell you that right now.
I'm pretty sure there's more in America.
I'm on the coronavirus live map, and I will right now.
How many deaths are there in China?
In China. All right, China. Yeah. China has China. It says here that China has 3,343 deaths. The United States of America, on the other hand, has 21,418 deaths. And all right, I'm gonna give you the order. The United States has the most cases. Spain has the second most. Italy has the third most. France has the fourth most. Germany has the fifth most. The UK has the sixth most. And China has the seventh most. And Iran, and then Turkey and Belgium and all that. But I can tell you that the United States, that the world has a total, the United.
1,080,000. Yeah.
No, the United States.
1,800,000.
The United States tests. What? Hey,
32,000.
Ryan.
339.
That's not what I'm trying to say. The United States has tested 2,688,766 people, and only 532,339 people came back positive.
You're still you're on the same site as me, aren't you?
Yeah. So that is, I can call that a win if I wanted to.
A win-win. What site are you getting your information from, Nick?
Coronavirus.map.com and then the CDC combined. The CDC website. Yeah, and New York, I could tell you, tested the most people, and
I think it was like 63,000. I'm gonna check. It's a setting you can do. It has oh my god, New York has 181,000.
All right, and I can tell you, New Jersey has the second most number of cases.
58,000.
And I have a news report from yesterday. New York canceled their school for the year. California, not from yesterday, from past, canceled their school for the year. Governor Phil Murphy said that he will say if he's closing school for the year by Wednesday, and it depends on how this flattening curve works. Because the problem with this flattening curve, it takes months for the country to recover. And I can tell you, once this virus is over and there's a vaccine, people are not right away going back to sports stadiums. People are not right away going back to schools. People are not right away going back on international flights, because people are going to be scared because you can't just go right back into that. That's how viruses get the rebirth. That's why they can't do it. Even if there's a vaccine, if there's too much of a widespread, people are going to rush to get it. Not everyone will have it. And then if there's too many people, the CDC can't control that. So they're not going to. So I'm sorry to say it, the NHL's not going to get to play their playoffs, most likely. The MLB might not play with people in their stadiums until August. People, even maybe the whole season, and then with the college football, they may not play with people in stadiums. The XFL may come to an end. The NFL may not play with people in their stadiums, even though it goes back that far. And the NHL, when they start their preseason, there may not be anyone in their stands. So it's going to be a long recovery for this virus. And I hate to say it to you, but I want to go back to school. I want to see my friends, but that's not going to happen. Yeah?
So you're technically not the treasurer.
What?
So you're technically not the treasurer of the school anymore.
No, I technically am because there's online school, so school still exists. But that said, we better hope that there's a because wait, I'm messing up. No, vaccine cannot come out for a whole year since they start they find it, because you can't just get a vaccine, say it works, and then go give it to people right away. That's how the swine flu started. They came out with a flu vaccine that turned out not to be as good as it did, and then turned up with hundreds of thousands of deaths worldwide. That's the big problem. You need a vaccine before you could start going places. You could have a cure, but cures can't happen. But the doctors that work with the president said they're going to try and test every American for the coronavirus to see if they had it, and if they're immune, then they can go back to work. Kids can't go back to school because what if none of the teachers are immune? But the workers will get to go back to school if they're immune, and if you're immune, I don't know if they said that because I missed last night's interview, but from prior knowledge, if people are immune, they could use their blood and use those antibodies to use towards a vaccine and stuff. And I just got an alert that New Jersey has fully tested 120,193 people around the state. So that's a lot of people. But, yeah. So is there any more questions at all? And if Sophia, if you're still there, do you have any question? Because you only got one question.
I do not have any more questions. You answered just about everything.
All right. What about Ryan? Any more questions?
I don't have any.
JJ?
No, I don't have any more. I have like 3.
All right, so to final it off, I'm just going to say that this Easter is going to be not one that you're going to spend with nothing other than direct family. You shouldn't be around your grandparents often because they can get sick, and if they get sick, that's very bad. That you better hope they don't get sick, because when someone like that gets sick, it's not good when an adult gets sick. And I can report to you that in Passaic County, the county that we live in, has 5,295 confirmed coronavirus cases and 119 deaths. Wayne, New Jersey, I believe, has 500-something cases in the town. And, and masks are in short supply right now. And so that's bad. And I'm going to tell you that after this is over, you're going to see the greatest comeback in American history with the economy, with everything. Because we have a president that will do that right away. He's already starting to try and reopen our economy. This country is going to boom after this. You're like you never seen before in your life. And that's a high note, but we can't do any of that until this whole virus is over. And all you could really do right now is pray. And I don't know, because you're in our town, JJ and Ryan. Do you guys go out at 7 o'clock and clap for the healthcare workers?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, they're doing that.
I actually did do that. I heard about it though, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
They do it every night at 7 o'clock. You go outside and you clap for the healthcare workers. And something else I want to point out is that the healthcare workers are.
Nick,
Yep.
how much longer will you be on this call?
We're gonna end in like a minute. The healthcare workers are on a limited supply of stuff, so if you get anything, try and donate it to them. And something I want to point out is I know you see these drive-by birthday parties and stuff, and I would not recommend doing them because the governor even said yesterday he does not want people doing them. And the police can't break them up because it's technically not illegal yet. But you really shouldn't be doing those because that's how this virus is spreading. When people wonder why, it's because people are like, even on my street, there was like 15 cars all parked, and they were all getting out, saying happy birthday to a kid. It might have been Zachariah or something, I guess. He lives,
No one's gonna show up.
14
I didn't know
cars.
it was Zachariah.
Because I know where he lives on my lives on my block.
Ava Ferraro probably went.
I did not look. I stayed away because those parties are not okay. Even the governor said that, and he said eventually he's going to have police break up those parties. Not yet. And I saw a police officer pass by. He could have told them to go, but he didn't because there's a reason. People criticize the officers for that. The officer, what if someone spits on the officer? I'm going to point one last thing out, and then I'm ending this. An officer in New Jersey, officers in New Jersey, this guy started coughing and spitting on them, saying that he has the coronavirus, and it turned out that he had the coronavirus, and he gave it to all of those officers. So that's what these officers are being tested with every single day. So that's something very serious, and it's an issue, and it's really a shame. So everyone stay safe. That's all I could really say, and have a happy Easter. All right, goodbye. Any last questions, or are we done?
We're done.
All right. Thank you. We can do this tomorrow if you want. If you're around. Yeah, I'm going to do it at 1:15 every day. Tomorrow I'm going to add a few people to the call, like Nate Ashkenazi I'm going to put on. If Chris wants to join, I'll ask him. I'll ask a few different people if they want to come on. Yeah, Paul, if he wants. I'll add enough people. But that is it. And yeah, so just have a very happy Easter and really stay safe. All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, YouTube, that is it. We are going to try and do this every day at 1:15 if we can. All right, if not later. It's not really a press conference. It's just like I'm answering questions. And if you're any of my friends and you have my contact, text me and tell me that you want to join tomorrow, because I am very open to anyone joining that I know, that I have their number, because I need people. I really want to answer your questions, and I could go. I can't really link it. I'm going to link this website down in the description down below. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more. Stay safe. God bless.